We thought things couldn't get any wilder after seeing 3 generations of Spider-Man join forces, but it turns out original Spidey director Sam Raimi might have just what the Doctor ordered as a follow-up. Marvel's next big movie, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, has finally been previewed by critics, and the reactions suggest that the sequel is bringing some major changes to the MCU. All thanks to 2 eagerly anticipated players in this reality-bending blockbuster. Following the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, master of the mystic arts Stephen Strange has to clear up the mess he made after tearing the multiverse a new one. Unable to handle things on his own, he crosses paths with former Avenger and super spellcaster Scarlet Witch, who could hinder as much as help in Strange's mission to set things right. With different dimensions visited and major Marvel Comics legends potentially making an appearance, it sounds like Multiverse of Madness has a lot to offer. However, the biggest draw, according to critics, isn't the Doctor himself, but the guest appearance from the legendary Wanda Maximoff. The pros have reached a consensus where Doctor Strange 2 is concerned. Wanda rules and Raimi is at his best, but the story suffers from some, well, multiversal madness, with Twitter reactions coming thick and fast following the first screenings for the upcoming Marvel movie. One running theme is the praise for Elizabeth Olsen's return as a Scarlet Witch. Following her Emmy nomination for her work on the Disney Plus series WandaVision, Multiverse of Madness seems to be yet another engrossing performance from Olsen as one of Marvel's most powerful heroes. Dom Fisher of Geek Vibes Nation tweeted, "Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness should be called the Multiverse of Maximoff, as Elizabeth Olsen completely steals the show." Multiverse of Madness marks Olsen's 7th appearance in the role, and Derek Francisco of Inverse ranks this one right at the top of her marvelous filmography. He calls it one of the most engrossing, layered performances ever by an actor in this genre. No one has understood their superhero on fundamental levels since, like, Christopher Reeve as Superman. After taking over from Scott Derrickson, who left over creative differences, director Sam Raimi returns to a genre he's not visited since 2007. So how did the man that gave us the original Spider-Man trilogy handle things? Horrifyingly well, as it turns out. When you have the director that gave the world the original Evil Dead trilogy and that bone-chilling operation scene from Spider-Man 2 let loose in the world of Doctor Strange, things are always guaranteed to get a little creepy. It turns out it's a marriage of minds and multiverses that pays off in all the right ways, with Raimi sneaking in Marvel's first bout with horror. Discussing films, Andrew J. Salazar says that, from snap zooms to circle wipes to shaky cam and first-person POV, the iconic visionary pulls out all the old tricks while fully utilizing the untapped potential of Doctor Strange to further expand his visual arsenal. According to Mary Mers, Raimi is truly all over it, and the horror elements are something special. But it's so fast as brutal and fun. Did not feel like anything I've watched in the MCU before. As great as it may be to see Raimi take the reins of a comic book movie again, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness apparently does start to buckle under the weight of its own interdimensional plot, at least according to critics. Amelia Emberwing from IGN wrote, "The script is downright hokey sometimes, and there are odd moments that are weird for the sake of it without adding anything to the overall lore or character development." Kayla Hale Stern of the Mary Sue pointed out similar faults, saying, "This movie is a mess, but messes aren't always bad. It's not bad, I just don't really know what to do with it, and it feels like it should belong to the Marvel of another era, not helping to kick off a new one." Regardless, a consensus suggests that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness might be worth the trip. See for yourself when the film arrives in cinemas on May 6th. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.